Welcome back to Unspoken Truths. You know how we do it here. No mask, no filter, just raw, uncut reality. This one's called Behind Closed Doors. And we're about to talk about all things people like to pretend don't exist. The family secrets, the betrayals, the addictions, the things that shape us when no one is looking. We're tearing down the curtain. So, if you're not ready for the truth, you might want to sit this one out. But if you're here to face it, let's go. Family. The love, the lies, and the silence. Behind closed doors, families smile for the world, but live a different truth. The father who never speaks, but expect respect. The mother who carries too much, but nobody asks if she's okay. The kids who learn to stay silent because speaking up gets them nowhere. We inherit more than just blood from our families. We inherit habits, trauma, and survival techniques. But should we? Should we just accept this is how it is, always been? Or do we break the cycle? Let's talk about that. Cheating, the quiet death of love. Cheating doesn't start in the bedroom, it starts in the mind. The text that gets deleted, the conversation that shifts from we to me, the gut feeling that something's wrong, but you ignore it because you don't want to lose what you thought was real. And when the truth comes out, it breaks more than just trust. It breaks families, it breaks people, it breaks kids, and your self-worth. Some say forgiveness is the answer, but can you ever really trust again after betrayal? Let's be real, cheating is easy, but staying takes work. And the hardest part, knowing when to walk away. Addiction, when the escape becomes the prison. Addiction doesn't just ruin lives, it steals them. It starts as an escape, a way to take the edge off. Just one drink, just one hit. Before you know it, you're not in control anymore. The bottle is. The high is. The lie that you keep telling yourself that you can stop anytime is. The people who love you, they suffer. Yes, they suffer too. The mother who prays the son comes home sober. The child who learns to tiptoe around their father's moods. The family that watches someone they love fade away. Nobody chooses addiction, but at some point, you have to choose to fight it. And that choice, that is the hardest one of all. Skinner stories. When gossip becomes law. In Cape Town, we call them Skinner stories. Talking behind each other's backs. Spreading half-truths until they become reality. The aunties at the corner, the WhatsApp voice notes, the looks exchanged across the room. People love gossip because it's easy. It distracts them from their own lives. But the truth gets buried under whispers. So, the question is, when you hear a story, do you spread it? Or do you ask for the truth. The power lies not in the story told, but in our choice to accept or question it. The truth demands inquiry, not blind faith. Raising kids in a broken system. Do as I say, not as I do. That's what we were told, right? But kids don't listen to words. They watch actions. And if that they see is anger, neglect, addiction, or pain, they learn that. They become that. Parents don't set out to fail the kids, but some don't know how to be better than what they came from. Discipline turns into abuse, love turns into control, and before you know it, another generation is carrying the same pain we swore we'd never pass down. So, how do we stop it? How do we break the cycle? That's the question, and we need real answers. Community, the silent hand that shapes us. They say it takes a village to raise a child. But what happens when the village is broken? When the streets raise the kids more than the parents do? When the pressure to fit in is stronger than the fear to stand alone? We grow up hearing, that's just how it is. But is it? Is it really? Or is it that we've accepted it? The community shapes the home. The home shapes the child. The child shapes the future. So if we want something different, we have to build something different. The truth always comes out. Behind closed doors, the world is different, but the truth always finds a way out. The question is, when it does, what do you do? Do you face it? Or do you close the door again? What's the one thing you should have seen behind closed doors that the world needs to know about? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk. If Unspoken Truth resonates with you, help us keep the mic on and keep the conversation going by supporting our work. Your contribution will allow us to produce more meaningful content. And thank you for listening. Our links are below.